Hi all. So today we'll be working completely on user table, like understanding who are users. And I want to highlight this. Some of you are uh, found my pace to be little fast, so I'll adjust to that. But please alert me if you feel like I'm going fast. That would really help me to know. Okay. But don't worry, I'll go little slow. 1 minute. I'm unable to see navigator buttons and all. My screen is visible, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Hope all of you have your own PDIs, right? Or anyone want any assistance in creating new PDI? Guys, let me know if you have anything to help. I'm here to help you. But please create a PDI. It is very important. Okay. And see, we are on the homepage of our ServiceNow PDI. Here you'll be able to see a profile icon. So what this profile icon tells us, like who has logged in, what is the username of that logged in person, okay, what is the first name, last name. So when I just click here on the profile, I'll be able to see first name. uh, don't worry, these are the fields that appear only on my screen because I have enabled extension. I'll also be helping with that information too. So here system is the first name, admin is the last name, business phone, like what is the contact number of this user, mobile number of this user, what was the title that has been provided to this user, what is a mail address to contact this user, which date format or time zone that he follows. So this information we can see it on the user table. Okay. And this is also considered as a sensitive information because we have our mobile phone information as well as what is our title or a designation, a mail address and a contact number. Along with that, you'll also have a location field. Okay, but we are on a different view here. What is view? View is like something, it restricts user from accessing all the fields on the form. Based on your role, view will appear for the users. Okay, so we'll be working on that part. Don't worry. So for today, we'll be understanding who are users. So before jumping into that, users and service now. Okay, I'll try to explain you something about users from the documentation that we have. See, as I told you, product documentation is very important. So this is also a right place to gain some more knowledge about the concepts that you are looking to understand. It is just logging in. You need not to re-enter your credentials. It will directly redirect you to the product documentation page. As we are looking for users, you'll have information related to users. So guys, is it fine or you want me to go little more slow? Like Lakshmi, Naveen, Rashekar, Malik, uh, Ashok.
You're good. You're good, Shreya.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, so what is this user account records? Records establish a relationship between individual and your ServiceNow instance. User record consists of username, password, information related to individuals such as contact information, location, job title. So usually there will be a record for storing certain information that belongs to users. That is called as a user information. Usually user form looks like this, where we have a user ID. I'll talk about this user ID, guys. This is something very important field I have to highlight, as this also works as a primary identifier in this form. What is this primary identifier? That means something has to be unique for each and every record, right? We have 10 Satyas in a class, but how do I identify I'm looking for M Satya? Might be with their surname, might be with their contact number, might be with their parent information, right? These things that actually help me in differentiating the data. Likewise, usually we have a sys-ID. Apart from that, the first field of this form, which is user ID, which is also important for us to understand, for each and every user, unique user ID is given. Okay, apart from that, first name, last name together gives you full name. You can also have a field called full name on the form. Title is nothing but what is a designation. For example, if someone ask me what is your designation, I'll say it like senior developer. Likewise, each of us has our own designation. So again, if I just show you this on the form, it's a suggestion box. Okay, and coming to department, this is something like into which department are you working? Are you into human resource? Are you into IT? Or are you into technical help desk? Whatever it is. Okay, you will have options to select here, and you'll also enable more options here for others users to select their department. Okay, and password needs reset. What does this? So let me open the user form from here, so that will be more easy. See guys, to navigate to users, you just have to type users on the left navigator. Scroll complete down, you will be finding user administration. See, initially it will be little tricky for you to remember these names, but with practice you will definitely do it, and you will be loving this job. Okay, so when you type user administration, just select users. Okay, so all the time remember, you either can type users on the left navigator and scroll it to your user table, or else you have a backend name. What is this backend name? That nothing but a name that is provided by the system. Okay, so you can take the name of the table from the URL, as well as it is available here. As I told you, I have enabled some extension to my web browser. Okay, so this is another way you can refresh your instance. Just paste that backend name and add list to it. What is this list? That means all the user records are represented in a form of a list, and we are trying to explore that list. And if I just show you, we have 638 records. Okay, all of them are dummy records, but in your real time you may have a live data or the real time data of users who work for your organization, or the users who work for your clients. It could be anything, but this table is treated as a sensitive table because it have all the sensitive information of users, their personal data, their official email addresses. Everything is listed in this table. Okay, so when I open user table, I can see, okay, 638 records are there, but I have a way to create a user record from here. So this is called a UI button. You can just click on this new button. I'll close another tab. Both are seems to be same. Okay, so here I can clearly see I'm on user table. The backend name of the table is sys_user. And coming here, we have a user ID, first name, last name, title. What is a table name will always visible in URL. We can yes, Shushil, table name is always visible in URL. You can track on what table you are surfing in from the URL. It will be more easy for you to understand. I'll again highlight this all the time in ServiceNow. It helps us to understand on what table we are looking at, and is it a form or a list. This particular highlight, whatever I'm highlighting, will let you know that. Okay, so I'm sorry, will this be visible to end user as well? End users with specific roles can only see this backend view. Okay, not every user will have access to ServiceNow backend view. Based on the roles they carry on their profile, they are able to access features on the ServiceNow. Okay, it is designed in this format, and we'll be understanding all those practices. Okay, coming here, Shushil, if you don't mind, I'm in a flow. Let me complete this and I'll answer your queries. So in department, if you see, this is a suggestion box. What is this suggestion box? We have a options to select. That means choice list. Instead of choices, we call them as a pick list. This is similar to the choices we have. Okay, you can also go and add your own options here in the pick list. Apart from that, we have a lookup icon. What does this lookup icon? Wherever you see this magnifying glass, that directly tells you that we are referring some other table and pulling the data from that table and placing it here. Is it clear, guys? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Shreya. Yes, Shreya.
Yeah, I'm not going very fast, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So from this department table, actually, when I just click here, you can understand we are on CMN department list, and from here you can select any table, like any record. Sorry, I can select IT, and IT will be populated. And whenever I see this I button, this is for previewing that particular record. I have selected IT. I want to know who is the department head for IT, what is the code for IT, what is the primary contact for information technology department, what is the description of this field. I can also open record from here. This is a shortcut for you. Okay, apart from that, password location, as I told you, there is a field called location. Based on your user, you can populate a location. Again, this redirects you to cmn underscore location. Okay, we have some listed locations, and if you just expand them, you'll have more locations. Under North America, you have so many, and South America, you'll have so many options. So based on our requirement, we'll be selecting and adding this information. Okay, manually you'll not be creating more of user records in real time, but this is also possible that they ask you to create a record. That's the reason. How it works, how it gets stored, everything we have to understand. Okay, coming to password needs reset, that means every user account will have a PDI account, and they need a password for it. So unfortunately, user has forgotten his password. Then how he can reset it? Okay, what is this logged out? For example, we have a Sham here who is going to switch his company on 9th of November. So by 8th of November, all his service accounts will be disabled. What does mean disabled here? That means his account will be set to log out and his account will be inactive. Okay, whenever this field is checked, we treat it as a active true. That means this account is live, this account is true. Okay, but when it is unchecked, that means he will not be able to access the profile. And web service access only, I'm sorry, I'm just muting someone here. Okay, web service access only. What is this web service access is? Usually whenever you are performing any integrations and all, you will be loading some information from any third party methods. Okay, it could be web services also, and these are also called as service accounts. Internal integration user, if you're performing any integration steps, you need integration user role, and this checkbox has to be enabled. Okay, and coming to manager, every user need to have a manager. And why this manager field is important, I tell you. For example, I'm placing a request for MacBook Air. Okay, whenever I raise a request for MacBook Air, it triggers a approval notification to my manager. That means my manager will get to know that Shreya needs this MacBook Air for her work, and has a part of complimentary gadgets that they assign to employees. He can approve it based on my designation. If I doesn't belong to that level, it may get rejected. Okay, likewise, and also to report anything to the higher authorities, we need a manager for every user, and that manager information is been specified here. And if I just highlight here, it is also a lookup field or reference field or a magnifying glass field. Whenever you just click here, it redirects you to the user table again. You are getting it, because all the user information is stored in user table. Here you can select any user and you can make that user as a manager for this newly created user. And coming to email, this is very important, because whenever technical team or service desk or your HR or manager, it could be anyone, to reach out to you, they first try to mail you. They'll draft a mail. For that they need your mail address. And coming to languages, like what all languages user can understand. For example, we deal with global users who work for Germany or England, and they can understand only German, Spanish, something like this. Then how do we understand this person can understand? So on languages, there will be options like German, English, and user will be picking up according to his preference. And coming to Outlook, is nothing but a calendar integration here. That means all his schedule that has been created for that particular day is being tracked here on the calendar integration. I have a call at 10 to 11. I cannot inform every person who is trying to contact me. So they will try to check my calendar and schedule the meeting as per my calendar. So they can also check it on the Outlook. They can also check it on the Gmail if it has been added as a calendar integration with Gmail. And time zone, so each of our clients would be from different time zones, so they can select, like if it is Canada Atlantic, they can go with that time zone. Okay, and date format, as we all have a DDMMYY, this is something we Indians use it, but when it comes to any other clients from different parts of world, they'll be using either year in the beginning or month again in the beginning, or some of them again go with date, month, year. So according to their preference, again they choose the date format. And coming to business phone, where you can actually provide your contact information and mobile phone information, and also you can add your own image here. Okay, so now you have a clarity what a table has user information and what a user record contains. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes, is it clear? I have a query. Can I ask?
Yes.
It's a actually, this is the starting class, right? Demo class.
No, actually we completed demo class, and how to create this developer instance is also been covered in yesterday's class. So may I know your
Okay.
name? Sorry.
Ashok.
Yeah, Shuks. So I'll do one thing. I'll give you recordings. You can watch it, and if you have any questions, I'll be there for you to help you.
Then this is a second class, right? Second.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
You just missed 2 classes. Don't worry. If time permits, we can connect anytime, and I'll be helping your queries. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Sure. So, so to others, is it fine, or I'm little fast, or how it is actually?
Shreya, I have a question. Can I ask now?
Yes, Shishil. I'm sorry. I'm in a flow. That's the reason I just stopped you.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I was just on this topic only. So we were discussing groups, right? We saw groups.
No. I didn't discuss about groups yet.
Groups, okay.
It takes time. Firstly, everyone has to be comfortable with the user record creation. I'll take it slow,
Okay,
Susil.
okay.
I cannot
Yeah,
jump topics.
yeah.
Yeah. So others like Lakshmi, Mallikarjuna, Naveen, Rashik, Ramakrishna, uh, Shushil, or Tejashvi, Yashashvi, like any concerns regarding the piece or the I'm bit faster or this modulation is fine. So I can adjust my modulation, guys, if I'm able to understand.
I'm okay, Shreya. I understand.
Okay, that's nice. So now, I'm sorry, I have closed this. So here let's create one user record. Let's try to understand how this works, how it gets stored. So type users on your left navigator, scroll complete down. As I told you, under user administration, we have a user records and we have 638. And when I just create one more record, it has to reflect as 639. Okay, here let's give like Shreyansh. Okay, dot snow. Okay, Snow is the short name of ServiceNow. So I'll give Shreyansh last name as, I'll just give it like yes. I don't want to fill anything here. And on the pickup list, nothing but a suggestion box. You have various options, like 12 options are there. You can always see at the end of the page how many records are there. So IT technician will select. And coming to department, for example, he belongs to IT, so department would be IT again. And coming to location, we'll give some Florida or something to him. Okay, I'll just give like Americas, but if you want to expand this also, you have an option. Like in North America, you can select Virginia, that is also fine. Okay, and coming here, we'll add a manager to Shreyansh. Let's go Alfonso as a manager. And we'll give some random dummy mail I'm providing, but in real time, you'll have your official mail listed here on this particular field. Okay. Let's save this record. And let me set time zone to US Eastern. And okay, business phone. I'm randomly entering some dummy data, guys.
Date format, time zone, it will not come on default.
These are all default. I didn't create them. Okay. No,
Every time we need to
user has to select it, right? How it will be coming. We are creating a user record here. Every user would be from different time zone and every user may have a different date format. So those choice options are available. You have to create it. Okay. Because see, you're from Kolkata, but your client is from China, you'll have a time zone difference. You cannot populate with Kolkata's time zone, right? You got it? Coming here, see this profile is active now. So if I just go and refresh my instance, okay, and when I just go to user table again, just to make it more comfortable, I'll be using sys underscore user dot less. This is a backend name of the table. So in this way also we can open user record. If you see 639 users and we have a field called created on the form. So just by just click here, you will be seeing two sorts, A to Z, Z to A. What is this A to Z? That means the records that are created in the past. It could be 1 year ago, it could be 9 years ago, it could be 13 years ago. Those records will be displayed on the top and the latest will be displayed at the end when we use the sort A to Z. See, if I just show you, it is 13 years ago record, it is 11 years ago record. But when I scroll complete down and here I'm able to see 15 records out of 639 records. I have to go to next page to see the 16th record. Okay, likewise, we have see 16 to 30 records are displayed in this page number 2. If I just want to go to last page, you can just click here. Okay, you are on 625 to 639 records. And if I just come here, you can see this is also showing, but let me sort it. So based on alphabetic order also it is showing you the information because here we are on, oh I'm sorry, we are on 15th page only. Let me go back to 639 page. See what I have created today's like in this month, 17 days ago, 3 minutes ago, we have created Shreyansh Snow. Okay, and this was just 3 minutes ago, this was 17 days ago, this was 17 days ago, This was 3 months ago. And likewise, if I just come back to previous page, the latest information is displayed at the bottom. But I don't want like this. I want to see latest information on the top and past information in the bottom. Then I can sort it vice versa, which is Z to A. Z is a latest information that populates. See, I can see 3 minutes ago, 14 days ago. Okay. And when I open this record, I'm able to see all the information. And let's add some random image for now. And what file types are supported in ServiceNow? We have to know. Okay. JPG, PNG, BMP, GIF, JPEG, ICO, SVG. What are these? These are the different image formats we have, and these are all supported in ServiceNow. Okay, if something is in, you can also convert that particular image and you can add it here. For example, we have a food related images. Let's add some food image. See, and if I want to update the image in future, you can just click here on update and you can do that. See, you have to choose the file again, and if you want to delete it, just click on delete. The image will be deleted. Okay, and coming down, I'll show you linked accounts. See, view list of third party accounts this user has. Okay, that means if user is working on any other integration and he has a different account for this integration management, you can view what are his another accounts he have. And view subscriptions. Subscriptions are nothing but how we have a subscription of YouTube and Netflix. Likewise, here we have a subscription model, and we'll be sharing some more information about it. So once you subscribe to certain concepts, you may have additional access to those features and all. So you can view what all subscriptions this user have. Reset a password. This is also something very important. So let me just save the record. I didn't add anything more here. Saving and update. These are similar things, but they are little different. Okay. So for example, we'll set a password to this user. How we can set a password? You have a option here like a UI button is created, and when you just scroll down, you can find a button again here in ServiceNow. Everywhere you'll be finding these three buttons like update, set password, delete. That means not update, set password, delete. The buttons are always on the top as well as they are available at the bottom. Just for our convenience, ServiceNow has designed in this way. If you are working on some other table, you may have a submit button, you may have a update button, follow button. Again, those are available here. You got it? Coming to reset a password, even from related links, you can reset a password. Firstly, to set a password, you just have to click here. And in older versions, we used to manually set a password. But as technology is growing, everything is automated. So you can just click here on generate. System will generate a password for you. You can just click here to see what is a password. If you want to copy it, you can copy the password. If you want to generate some other password, you can just keep on generating. I feel comfortable to have a short length passwords, so just copy this, save the password. So let me paste it somewhere, and once I save the password, see, password needs reset. This is auto enabled by system, and let's update it. On the URL itself, I'm removing rest of the information. Okay, I'll just go back to my user list. So sys underscore user underscore list. This is the shortcut. Instead of going to LF navigator and all, you can also use your URL to navigate to other tables. See, this is the user ID. What I'll do with the user ID and password, I'll show you. You can also copy and paste it in a notepad. That is also fine. Now what I'm going to do, I'll going to log out from this profile. Now I'll give Shreyansh username and the password that system has given. If you just paste that password, whatever we have copied, make sure no spaces are given, because if spaces are there, system understand it has a string, and here what all languages user can understand you are listed out here. Okay, and just click on login. See, you have to paste the current password which we have copied. Apart from that, to reset a password, you have to meet this criteria. What is this? Minimum 8 characters, maximum 100 characters, one lowercase, one uppercase, one digit, one special character, no repetition of 3 character, no sequence of 3 characters, no user data like first name, last name, username, company name. Okay, so here just set your new password. So you can also copy paste the password, otherwise you can also type the same. As this is meeting all the criteria that they have specified, I'll be using this password in common, but you can have your own password. Now I'm into Shreyan's profile. Are you able to see, guys? But everything is grayed out here apart from date and time zone. I can only edit date and time zone. Why? I'm on a self-service view. But if I try to go to default view, is that possible? No, because this user doesn't hold a required roles like ITIL or admin or some other ITSM roles on his profile. So he's treated as a end user or a self-service user where his access on ServiceNow is very limited. Even if you go to his left navigator, if I just collapse this, like if I see only almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 menus are only available for him. And when I just expand this under self-service, I can see few modules. Again, when I just go to incidents, not even all incidents information I'll have. See, because we didn't create any record, but if I just create a record, so you can just click here on new. See, create an incident record to report and request assistance with an issue you are having. Request assistance with an issue you are having. An incident record will be created and managed through successful resolution. You will be notified of progress. That means what is the urgency of your issue? You can specify. This is a mandatory field and this is also mandatory field. Without filling these fields, if you try to submit also, system doesn't allow you. It will generate some error message saying that following mandatory fields are not filled. Please describe your issue below. Unable to connect to office network. Something like this I'm giving. And just click on submit. Okay, what are the search results? These are nothing but a KB articles, I have to say. We'll be talking about them. And if you see or notice this incident form, which we were talking about is different from what we are talking now, because it is same, the form is same, but only the fields that you are able to see on this form are very limited. Okay, I can see the number field. I don't have access. See, whenever you see this stop icon, that means it is a grayed out field or a read only field. Open at what time it is open. If it is closed, at what time it is closed, the system will update this information. Urgency is 2, state is new. Okay, and this is my short description, and I just have additional comments to write whatever issue I'm facing. I can just type here, and people who are assigned to my case will be able to see these comments. And coming to activity stream, who is the caller, what is the category it is under, what type of method he has used. Self-service is nothing but either from portal or from native UI with no roles on his profile. User is trying to raise a request, and the impact is 3 low. Incident state is new, opened by Shreyansh, and the priority will be calculated based on your impact and urgency selection. And that's the reason it is being set to 4 low. And everything is happened, and this time you can also see this information here. For example, hi, technical team, please fix the issue at the soonest possible. So like this, he'll write a comments. Now, when I just come back or just click on the logo, and when I again go type incidents on his profile, I can see only self-service views. self-service view, that is nothing but a menu, and here I can see his instance, whatever he has typed, and what was the communication that was happening, I can read. Okay, he has a very limited roles. Even if you just click here on his profile, you can see manage your client certificates, register client certificates. If he have any third party accounts, he can view, change a password, view identity center, and SN utils is a extension I have added. So this is a uh, extension which I enabled explicitly on my web browser. So with that, it will show you the version information. So I can just update. For example, I will make it date, month, year, and I can just change it to some Europe, Paris, and update it. Only these two fields are editable for me. Now, if I log out and come back to my profile, okay, if I type my username and a password, I'll be back into admin profile. Okay. Previously, I have given username as Shreyansh. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me log in back. So I'm on my profile, but I have more accesses. I have something more to edit and create on the forms, because roles plays an important vital importance is given for roles and groups along with the users. Okay, and when I just scroll here, see, I have more number of menus and modules. Guys, is it clear? You can see the difference between person having an admin role and person having just self-service role, nothing but a no role at all on his profile.
Yes.
Yeah, even for admin, you can just click here on profile and set a password. You can also just click here, generate the password. So for today, you have to create a user record, set a password, and try to log in into profile, explore what all that user can see. Okay, and coming to admin account, try to log in back into admin account. If I just open incident module from here, you can see self-service incidents are available, service desk incidents are available, and the dedicated menu modules are available for incidents. And this is visible only because I have those required rights on my profile. And when I just click on create new, I'll have more fields on the form. And when I just open any existing record, so I'll be taking you to the new, and let me open any existing record here. If I just click here on the three lines, I have a option to change the view. And if I just change it to, okay, this is called a header banner. Wherever you see this gray space, just give a right click, you'll have all this option. Now, if I just go to self-service view, see, this was the view that Shreyansh Snow was able to see. You got it? He was able to see only number field. As an admin, I'm able to edit it, but it was also restricted for him. Opened by closed, sorry, opened it, closed, were edited, were grayed out actually. Urgency was editable for him. State also was editable or not. I didn't check that, but you can also achieve such requirement using some scripts. We can write some client script or something, and we can also make the fields editable or grayed out. That is very simple. And see, I have opened some random record. Let me just go back to incident list. Just type incident.list. That will take you to the all the incidents that are there on the table. See, I'm on self-service view, but let's go back to default view. This is the standard view. And if I just go to this created field, okay, this is a gear icon or a personalized icon. You will have all the fields that are there on this table, and selected are nothing but which are displayed on the screen. Okay, I have a created field. Let me just align it to the top. You have a up arrow and down arrow, here add arrow and remove arrow. Okay, if you want to add any field to the list, you can simply select it, add it to the list. If you don't want it, just push it to the list. Okay, now created field, where it is, yeah, just click on OK. Now if I just click on Z2A, you are able to see the incident which was created by Shreyansh is visible on my list. See, unable to connect to office network, and please fix the issue at the soonest possible. These were the comments I wrote. And if I write something in the additional comments, customer visible, that means user can see only those comments. And when something is need to be exchanged between internal teams, we write work notes. So even from here, if you just click and open the record, you can see all the information about Shreyansh. Okay, he can understand English. This is his date format. This is his contact number. Okay, his account is active. When someone says, okay, let me just show you this. Okay, I don't want to confuse you on the day one itself, so I'll take it little slow. So if this user ID is inactive, we cannot do impersonation. What is impersonation? That is another concept we have. I'll be discussing about it most likely once you are comfortable with user roles, groups, what are the best practices again to add a role to a user. We'll be covering all this aspects. Later we'll be working on impersonating a user and everything. And apart from that, I just want to highlight this SysID. What is SysID? System will generate a unique ID whenever you are going to create any new record or a new field or a new form. It is for everything. ServiceNow creates this. It is purely generated by system. It is a 32-bit string which is having a 16 pairs of hexadecimal values. 16 pairs are nothing but 32-bit characters. What is this hexadecimal values? Combination of alphabets and numerics are called as hexadecimal values. And what type of alphabets are accepted? A to F, 0 to 9 numerics. With this combination, system will generate this, and using the SysID, you can also open your record on the user table. So let me just go back and see. I'll show you some shortcut here. We have a history, and if you just see here, we were surfing Shreyansh record. We've been to incident list 2 minutes ago. You can track everything. So you can also just click on users. So from here, it will directly redirect you to the user table. Okay, history will help you to track what was your past action. Okay, here we have a funnel icon. This is to add filters. So just come here and add sysID is, and paste whatever the sysID that you have copied from this URL. You have another way to copy. Just give a right click on the header banner, copy sysID. Even system will copy the sysID. Just run this. See, you'll be able to see Shreyansh Snow record. Let me go back and see here. You can also, whenever you see this the field which is in blue in color with a link, it is a hyperlink. When you just click here, that redirects you to that user record. Okay, apart from that, if I want to see Shreyan's manager information, who is Alfonso, I can just click here. I can see, okay, Alfonso's user ID is this. He can understand English, and his calendar is integrated with Outlook, and his manager is on Andrew. His account is active, and what type of roles he have, I can see, okay, 53 roles are there. He belongs to one group. Okay, what is this delegation, subscription, everything will understand. Okay, for that, we'll connect tomorrow again at 9 a.m. I'll be trying to help you some information here. And we were talking about ITIL framework yesterday, so we'll try to cover that. Now, each one of you have an idea what is a user record, right? User is nothing but, if I'm working for a company called IBM, my information has to be stored in one particular place. So they will be creating a record for myself and storing this in the user table. Likewise for all the employees who work for IBM, and likewise for all the partners who also support for IBM, their user information is stored. And the clients, for example, IBM have some 1 lakh plus clients, and again this 1 lakh plus clients may have a users, like each client may have a again 10,000 users, so all their information is also stored in a client user table. They may create a custom table for storing this information, or if the client want it to be available on the user table, they will just integrate it with our user table. So this is actually storing of user information. Okay, now you got it how these things are related. We'll be talking about related records, groups, delegations, subscriptions. Okay, what is the system and guest user? We'll be going through this. Okay, this is something very important for you to understand. Mm, just give me a minute. Meantime, any questions from anyone? Hello?
I think no for now.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Navin, sorry, you have mentioned yes here. So all of you are comfortable accessing this, like I'll paste this link again in the chat. Once you have enrolled into the course, you'll be added to a group where I can share all the documents. And meantime, you'll get a recordings from a team. And yesterday we just stopped here, ITIL. Okay. What is this ITIL? ITIL is a framework, guys, that defines certain norms and rules. For example, uh, like let me take example here. Whenever you purchase a new mobile, what you do, you take care of certain things, like uh, you keep it more safe, you add some screen guard, you put some case for it. Apart from that, you'll also take care of data that you store. You will be more concerned about your device, so you'll follow all the safety standards, right? Likewise, when some new software comes into market, they'll also want to follow certain rules here. Okay, and they have certain norms you cannot skip. For example, if you have purchased a new mobile, to install it, when you just operate it for the first time, it will ask you whether to link with your Gmail, whether to have some backup files. If you want to erase everything, just want to have a new device, you skip everything and do it. Likewise, here we have certain rules and regulations to follow. So that is how ITL is important. And most of the tools, like not only ServiceNow, the big competitors of ServiceNow are also following this ITIL principles. We call that like a best practices of information technology infrastructure library. Version 4 are the latest version that is available in ITL, and those rules and norms that we follow. Okay, so ITL stands for Information Technology Infrastructure Library. Even if you hold a ITL certification, that is like something, a very big achievement that you can showcase on your uh, social media profiles. Okay, contains procedures, task, processes, checklist that are not necessarily specific to organization or technology, but are still capable towards many organization strategies by delivering value and maintaining the competency. Okay, so actually how this ITL has taken like how this ITL concepts are introduced into ServiceNow, and what is the reason ServiceNow was taken birth in the market. We have a specific reason here. UK government, okay, when there were so many technical errors happening within their particular software system, they decided to have a technical software that resolves a uh, issues, whatever the team is facing on their own. Instead of reaching out to someone else, they decided to have their own software to resolve these bugs or issues that their technical team is facing. Okay, this is how actually UK government services came up with the concepts of ITIL in IT industry to avoid basic errors or service desk related issues, to resolve them using the technology implementation. Okay, that is why ServiceNow is also called as a ticketing tool. But apart from ticketing system, there is a vast implementation to do, vast development access to perform. Okay, to avoid the basic errors in IT industry and to meet the standards of business operation for the clients. It has a best practices of ITSM concepts. What is this ITSM concepts? Majorly concentrates on catalog system, which is the backbone of ITSM, guys. You will be learning this ITSM in three parts, like majorly into incident management, problem management, knowledge management, change management. Again, something into more automated like catalogs, another into concepts of integration and reporting, all the methods. So here it is majorly concentrates on catalogs. Catalogs are like a backbone. I don't have any other word. Without catalog system, ITSM couldn't survive in market. Okay, so again, catalogs are subdivided into three, which are catalog items, record producers, order guides. So we'll be learning each one of them with a very good examples. And coming to the catalogs and knowledge management, incident management, problem management, change management, these are also very important for managing your services. Okay, coming to ITL lifecycle, it has some strategy. Like we'll pick some strategy, we'll design it. Design is nothing but a planning phase. Transition, like each plan should have a transition. It will start with begin, it moves to next step, it moves to third step, it again have a loop of transition phases, and it ends. Okay, so if we start in a day, we'll have a breakfast, we have a lunch, we have a snack, we have a dinner. Likewise how we have different transition of eating food habits. Likewise, system also have designed in that pattern. I use this examples. Don't worry, if you are uncomfortable, let me know, so that others who are very new to system, like the ServiceNow system, can easily understand. That's the reason I give some, I'll link it to real-time examples. ServiceNow operations. Operations is nothing but where the maintenance support is taken care, and continual service improvements. That means here all the time, let it be any sort of business. Okay, even IT run on business. We have our clients, we exchange the data, we create whatever the working model user or our client refers to. We establish a business and a relationship here, so that continual improvements has to be there, and the crucial importance is given for the customers. And coming to advantages of ITIL, reduces the IT operations cost, improves the productivity and employee satisfaction and the customer satisfaction, and establishes a cost-effective practices, builds a stable environment that allows for growth, scale, and change, assist with managing risk, disruptions, and failure, strengthen customer relationship by delivering efficient services that meet their needs. Okay. And coming to V4 is a framework designed to standardize for selection, planning, delivery, maintenance, overall life cycle of IT services within a business like integration. Like if you are integrating some 2-3 third-party applications with ServiceNow, how the records have been entered into our ServiceNow table, that has to have a planning, delivery, maintenance, everything has to be taken care, right? Likewise, the latest version of ITL integrates with ITSM methods, mostly like Lean. This is a development tool. DevOps is a tool. Agile is a methodology which we use, and Zira is also a very big competitors for ServiceNow. Customers are treated crucial part of the value of organization. Let it be any type of business. Customers are the something that are very important, and when you value your customer, your business grows. Service value system, as we say, flexibility and communications are also big part of this ITIL. And having this ITIL and also this ServiceNow is a PaaS and SaaS application. Altogether, making your ServiceNow application to be a most user-friendly application to work with less number of lines of code is being encouraged, and they follow the precedence. 65 to 70% is given for tool configurations. That means I can create a user profile just by opening user table, and I can do it. It's not necessary for me to write a script here. And 30% weightage is given for script operations. Coming to script, these are again divided into two: server side logics, client side logics. The APIs are everything in scripts. Okay. API on server side is different, API on client side is different. API is nothing but an application programming interface. Here JavaScript APIs, libraries, methods are used, and to understand that, I will also definitely help you with certain courses and certain sites and URLs from where you can actually learn JavaScript for free. But dedicatedly, you have to spend at least half an hour in a day for JavaScript, 1 hour to practice whatever we are discussing in our class. By end of this course, you will be confident enough to gain a knowledge that is equivalent to 4 to 5 years who is working in real time as a ServiceNow admin as well as a developer. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes,
So
Shreya.
I'll close it for today, and we'll be talking about all this tomorrow. And tomorrow at 9 we'll have a class. Yeah. If any questions from anyone.
Shreya, Tejasvi this side. I have
Yes.
only one question. I mean, apart from this class, I mean, I'm good with the class. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I have a doubt. Like, I mean, yesterday you have mentioned like the free campaign is going on for the CSA certification, right? I mean,
Yes.
how to do that? I mean, how to register for that? I mean, what are the needs to be completed requirements for it?
See, actually, you have to create a now learning account, and
Okay.
I'll give you that link. I have to recheck where this campaigning is going on. I have checked
Okay.
in few sites, so I'll share you that link, and just enroll into that course. Okay, where you
Okay.
have to watch the recordings. You'll have a videos and all that is purely provided by ServiceNow for each and every concept. Okay,
Okay.
once you complete this, there will be a bar percentage like 100%. If you complete it, they'll generate a voucher for you, and from the day
Okay.
it is being generated, they'll calculate it for 1 year. Okay, so if it is generated on 11th of November, 11th of November this year, next year by 10th of November, the validity will be there.
Okay, I mean, till the validity, I mean, till next year we can write the exam
Yes,
any
any
time.
period you can write, but see, you have to be very confident with all the concepts of ITSM once you are appearing for CSA. Okay, it is not a
Okay,
very simple exam, not a complex exam, but to crack the
okay,
exam, definitely you need to have that skill set.
okay. First, we need to complete the learnings to get the voucher, correct?
Yes, learning and get the voucher, and keep that voucher, like you can access your now learning platform anytime, and that voucher is available there.
Okay, okay, got it. First, we have to register in the ServiceNow learnings, right?
Now learning
Now,
is a dedicated website for managing all your learning skills.
okay, okay, got you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Priya.
That's okay. That's a useful information you have asked. Actually, it
Yeah.
helps others to know. I appreciate
Mm.
such interactions, guys. See, Anusha, Lakshmi, I know some of you are very new to technology, but don't panic. We are here to learn. Nothing we can learn without interacting, right? Even in real time, you have to talk to your manager or a leads when you are not comfortable. Make sure that you are doing in this course, you are trying to adapt that quality also. Ashok, Ifra, Lakshmi, Malik. I don't know your wife name Malik. Naveen, Rashik, Ramakrishna, Shushil, Tejashvi, Yashashvi. Any questions? I'm happy to assist. We can discuss for next 5 minutes.
One question, Shreya, on the user that we created today, right? So
Yes.
the users are at the global level, is it?
No, on the
Not
global.
the application.
See, We are creating the user, and this is available on my instance. If it won't be available on your instance. You're getting it?
No,
Because
yeah,
these are
I mean, at your instance only. I mean, if say in an organization we have two departments, right? So if we are
what
creating some,
departments?
say, finance department and
You'll have a
maybe
multi
accounts
departments.
department.
I cannot say only two departments.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean two departments as in like multi-department.
Hmm.
And we are creating two applications, like one set for accounts, one set for finance.
No,
So
user
are
record
the
will be
user
common, because
global, right?
user
Okay.
yes,
Yeah,
it will
yeah,
be
yeah.
global and it is available for all the departments. But
Mm.
again, for example, we have a persons in finance departments, like only 10 people can view all the records and see
Mm.
all the data. Okay, others are restricted. You got it? Why? Because we
Okay.
cannot allow them to see the sensitive information. And how this 10 users are able to see, they may hold a higher designation and they are the head of that department. Only such people have given access to view and change any information on the records.
Okay, got it. So first we will create the users, and when we create the application, then we will map the restrictions and all later.
Usually mapping everything will be taken care by any of the integration methods. Okay, being
Okay.
into ITSM concepts, you will be looking into the account, is it active or inactive? If someone complains to you that I'm unable to log in, you'll cross check what is happening on his profile, what is the history that he has modified, when he was last logged in. Okay, such things will be cross verifying and will be trying to help the user in such scenarios. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So Lakshmi, you have any questions? Are you comfortable with the pace, guys? Again, I want to highlight this.
For now,
Hello?
I have no questions, Shreya. I didn't create PDA. I will create by next class. So if any questions came, I will ask you.
Sure, definitely. But make sure you are working on your PDA every day. Okay.
Sure, Shreya.
This is for everyone here. You will remember the things in long run. Okay. When someone says,
Yeah.
okay, in user ID there will be a reset password where you will have it under related link. So once you practice it, you will remember it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever completed classes, like we will get that
Recording.
recorded videos, right?
Yes,
If
you
I
can
have
collect it
any,
from the team.
yeah.
You'll get it
If
from
I
the
have
team.
any questions, I will check in that. Like I
And
will listen again. I will that recorded video.
yes. And this point also I want to highlight. If you enroll today itself, we can continue classes from tomorrow. Like who are been already enrolled can join the classes tomorrow. But has we completed the third class by today, so Harsha Trainings will only host 3 classes, and this is something really they are doing it, but I don't see many other consultancies even give 3 classes. Okay, after demo they have to enroll. So I have to see positive count and people over there. I wish I see all this 13 members in our next class. So this is a heads up to each and everyone here.
Sure.
Sure. And I think everyone are comfortable Monday to Saturday 9 a.m.